Namaste everyone. Very, very welcome to this Happy New Year meeting. Happy New Year to all of you. I wish that you all come in alignment with the source, with your destiny, with your happiness, with your true wisdom, so that every minute, every second of your life you get the maximum out of it, and you feel fulfilled always more and more than before. May the source of life guide you always. Thank you. There was an interesting discussion happening today in the morning, with the Madhvi on the beach. We were talking about newness. Madhvi was saying that I want to explore newness. What is newness? No? New Year, this is a new year, new day. What is newness? From where newness comes really? No? So there is one newness which I know as our own being. Our own being, the sense of our own existence is that newness, which never becomes old, which never becomes stale, and the funny thing is that it never changes also. So this is one newness I know, and I know that it is in every one of us also. There is a possibility of discovering this newness in every one of us also. Once discovered, we kind of lose interest in all the other newnesses, generally speaking. We do enjoy them as they happen, but we are not so interested in them anymore. And this same newness is experienced in very small packets or in small quantity, what we call newness of life. How it is attained? It is a newness in this level. Newness is a relative term. That how new it will be for us. And the mechanism, or you can say the system, the background algorithm of it is very simple. It is that when our old, our old means our own thoughts, feelings and memories of every level, when all of them come together to produce some experience in this moment, that will be the newest possible experience that we can have ever. But if 50% of our old is left out and not participating right now in creating meeting this moment, then our newness will be very less new. It will be very stale. It will be like, yeah, it's kind of new, but not new. You know what I mean? Even up to the degree that we meet something brand new, really brand new, something brand new, like literally a product, a place, a person, and yet we will not feel that newness in them because of the oldness inside us. Because that oldness is not ready to let go of its oldness to meet the newness. If the oldness inside us can meet the newness of this moment, it can cause the transformation of the oldness into the contemporary, into the more useful block of energy, wisdom, understanding. But it tries to retain its own patterns, its own life in that old way. That's why whenever we are meeting in the moment, in the present moment, we are meeting very little bit of ourselves. Rest of ourselves is very nicely sitting in the old and living that old continuously, So this was something interesting. I thought that can be useful for all of us, that I shared. No? Thank you. On this topic, if anybody want to discuss anything, share anything also, you are very welcome. Yeah, it's very nice. What you are saying is that I have been breathing for so long, and it is only now that I have started feeling the freshness connected to it. Before it was more taken for granted that okay, breathing is just there. Now every breath is becoming more and more fresh for me. And it is not that the breath has become fresh by itself or through a process, but more by opening our eyes, by letting go of the sense of taking it for granted. No? This is basically, you can say in one statement, this is called being present. Being present with the breath. But being present with the breath without a fixed outlook towards it. Generally, we have a fixed outlook towards it, which is so mixed with us that we don't even notice that it is mixed with me. That's why we are not able to appreciate the breath. Because what is there to appreciate? There's such a beautiful thing happening in life, and you are saying just focus on the breath. Why should I focus on the breath? What is there in it? Because we have a sense of knowledge that I know what is it. It's nothing else. It's just going to be the breath all the time. No, it's not. It's something else. It is truth. It is also a bridge between the soul and the body, mind, no? Also. So being present with the breath, not as a practice, but actually enables us to see the truth that my breath is fresh. But also it enables us to live the truth of who we are. No? Because who we are that right now also. So living in the mind not only does not let us live the miracle called life in which we are living, or that we are, it also does not let us live who we are. The assumption, mind means assumption. The assumption called mind does not let us live the life or who we are, both. By being present. Basically means by being out of this assumption, stepping into the truth of this moment, you are feeling the freshness of your breath. It's not just your breath, everything is fresh. It is not just your breath really that it is fresh. Everything is fresh. Everything. Like never seen before. Everything is like never seen before. First time seeing it. Whole of life is like this really. But we are living as if in a very deep assumption, what we call sleep in a way of the mind, that I know everything. So we are not living in life, we are living in the life which we believe exists. So it's amazing what you're saying. Thank you. On this topic, I would like to bring my, something also here, that when somebody says that I don't know who I am, or somebody says I know who I am, fundamentally there is no difference between these two statements. When somebody knows who I am, they cannot say that I know who I am. When somebody says I don't know who I am, does not necessarily mean that they have come to a realization that I don't know who I am. Maybe it is still from the mind only. No? So we can do the same things from the mind. We can do the same things from the heart also. No? This is the point. This is the point I am trying to make. And there is a big difference in the freshness. From the heart, everything is fresh always. Even if same exact life lived for rest of our life for many decades does not even give slightest sense of stillness, it is impossible to believe what I am saying right now unless you try it yourself and encounter it in your life. Same exact life, same exact people, same exact place cannot give any stillness because it is pure life. No? So the old is the projection of our sense of knowledge onto the newness of life. No? The simple flat fact is that life is new, always. No? But very few are choosing to meet the newness of life. Rest of us are choosing to live in the belief of it. No? Thank you. Very nice.
Somehow I was able to read what you were sharing this morning. It was very beautiful, and I would love to live like this, but I don't know how.
Love to?
Live like this, but I don't know how.
I see. So you are saying, Mila, that I could connect and live what you were sharing with Madhvi very much, but and I want to continue living this freshness, and I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to continuously live this freshness. I can share something and which may help you. The funny thing about satsangs is that it is almost same thing is being shared in different ways. But I still feel it is all right, no? Because it is being shared with in the new context, new moment, to the new participant in a way. So even freshness is working here. What is the mechanism of it? The freshness does not come from outside really, because there is no outside. Outside is more like an empty space of consciousness. What we take out into that is individual responsibility in a way. And because of that, you see the environment of life is very still, because most of the persons are taking out only the stillness, still vibrations into it, no? So what you are tasting outside is not really fresh in the personal space of being. It is very still really. So it is true. Let us accept the fact first. That it is true that the personal space of being, the personal vibrations are very still really. But who said that you are bound to it? Who said that you cannot directly live life without entering into it or without needing to live it? It is possible. That is what is called living as a presence, living as the I am, living daily life, no, as I am. What it means? It means that I am going to live in the bubble of my freshness, of my presence, and I am going to do everything through that bubble only. I am never going to get out of it now. So that I will only feel the freshness, and everything that I will do, that will be my contribution to this world. Some freshness will come into everything that I will do also, no? Out of myself, Because from where exactly freshness comes? Freshness comes from this I am, which is never changing and which is always fresh. No? It comes from it, this one. No? So this is the key, that if you want to experience freshness in life, don't wait for others to create freshness or bring freshness for you. You start creating it from inside. No? Then everything will become fresh for you in a way. Like, not that everything is not fresh, life is fresh, but the personal vibrations which have been sprinkled on everything that we experience right nowadays is very still. Do you see what I'm saying? The person state is so still that it is sprinkling its vibration on everything that we see or touch or feel. That's why we like to sometimes go to mountains where we have less persons, less human beings. This is the reason. The mountains are virgin, they are pure and fresh all the time. Nature is fresh all the time, but persons are not. No? That's why nature plus persons, we are okay. But even little bit nature without any person, we are very happy. You see what I mean? I don't mean that we should run away from persons. We cannot. But we can create our own forest while in the market, no? And live in your own forest, in your own oasis, no? All the time, not eating anybody else's vibrations. Like, if we continue living our own vibration, own presence, then we will not live anybody else's presence. Even if they touch, overlap a little bit, that will be immediately transformed into the freshness because of our own freshness, no? So it is really not an option that whether I can live as I am or as a person when it comes to living the freshness. No, it's not optional. If you want to live the freshness all the time, you need to live as I am also. Meaning you need to depend on your own source for freshness also. Because sometime, somewhere there will be freshness, and most of the time, most of the places there will not be any freshness. And freshness and stillness is also relative, no? Relative. But if you, I guess you are talking about pure, real freshness. That real freshness always comes from your being. So this is what I could say. I hope that it will help you. Thank you. So where we miss, or maybe where you are missing also, is that you come out of yourself too much when interacting with persons. Particularly when interacting with persons, or when thinking about persons, or when doing anything in the personal space. That you come out of yourself too much. Don't come out of yourself too much. This is what we extensively lived and explored during this retreat also of the I am, no? Of living daily life from I am. That don't come out of yourself too much. Remain in that bubble of your freshness of being and do everything from there. And your speed will start growing now. You will be much faster in doing many things. But just, initially just allow yourself to do experiment a little bit with the small things in the daily life, while remaining rooted in the being, in the sense of your own existence, into this freshness, aliveness. Freshness, by the way, is also aliveness. No? Freshness of life is also aliveness of life. No? So aliveness comes in time from the source of aliveness. Then it has to die. No? Has to die means it will start dying. It will start becoming more dead in a way, like less alive. No? So that is what is stillness, less alive. Yeah. So this is good. No? Thank you. There are some messages also. Yeah. Let me just read the messages first. Okay, there are two messages. Anna, you wrote, beloved Rajee and 𝘬𝘰𝘬𝘦 family, Happy New Year or Happy Now Here. On my way to work again, I do have one inquiry lately, but it's strange like this. On a train with all the leftover people from the New Year's Eve parties. It's about the heart and how to know that we live from the heart. Like how to be sure, because I'm not so sure lately. Passion and emotions are gone. I feel brother, sister, love for the Sangha, appreciate and gratitude for my masters and God, but sometimes I wonder if I'm just doing this from conviction or from the heart. Please, a few words about the difference. Thank you, love you. It's a nice, very nice example, question, I feel. In part of earth where I was born, North India part, it is said that, like in Hindi we say, dil laga ke kaam karna, like doing something wholeheartedly. Doing something wholeheartedly is little bit closer to doing things from the heart, living life from the heart. Living life from the heart may have become a very complicated spiritual concept, but in reality it is a very simple thing. When you, who is doing anything, has minimal resistance for what you are doing, this is what is doing from living from the heart. No? Now how we attain that? That's a process. That's a path, and we can discuss that. But the difference between living from the heart and not is this, that when we are not living from the heart, basically we are sort of a fragmented, we are in a fragmented state, where one fragment important for us attended by us and we live through it, another fragment, and so on. And we are in the process of filtering out the fragments. No, this is not good. 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 And because of that, most of our energy or passion is invested or spent in that only. We have no passion. No, this is not living from the heart. This is sadhana. This is sadhana, not living from the heart. Living from the heart is full of passion, like totally full of passion. You are so excited to do something. No? And this is the strange thing about living from the heart, that what we do is less important now. It's just that we do, that is the excitement, that I am doing it. Like that passion, which includes excitement, comes from inside, like a child, like your day one on earth. You're just happy because you are able to walk. You are happy that you are alive. You are able to eat. Like everything brings happiness, excitement in your life. So this is what is living from the heart. Actually, I feel living from the heart, you can say, is like this. That living from the heart is like you are the being. Okay, you are this being. I am living from the mind versus living from the heart. No? Living from the mind is like living through the beliefs of the mind. Very limited and congested, no? Versus no, living from the heart, that I will live from the wisdom of my being. I will utilize my mind for practical life, But I will feel in my being, and based on that I will live. No? Now the mind is not going to dominate. Mind is not going to dictate. Mind is not going to suppress. Mind is not going to express. No? Like this. So living from the heart basically is a attainment of life. For that we have this whole process, all the processes of spirituality in a way. No? Living from the heart basically is living from the being. No? Heart is more of a point from where we connect to the duality. But the non-dual being that you are connects to the duality, but living as the non-dual being. Do you see my point? So heart is not a place as such. It is actually a state of being. From your pure state of being, when we live life, dualistic life, that is what is living from the heart. And passion is bound to come now, because you are the passion, you are that excitement of life, you are that aliveness of life. You cannot be like, oh, I have to do things. There is no have to now. You know this, I have to do versus I want to do. This is the difference between doing from the mind and doing from the heart. I want to do is the heart, doing from the heart. That excitement. I want to do this. Oh, I have to do this. And the difference is not really about what we are doing in life. Difference is about misunderstanding we have. Like, I want to get the salary, and I have to do the job for it. No, Anna, I hope you are hearing. I want to get the salary, but I have to do the job. Why you have to do the job? No, I want to get the salary, so I want to do the job. No. Is it not so simple? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. It's just our mind's way of looking at things that we cut it off. No. I have to do the job. I wanted to do satsang. I have to do the job. But you wanted to have salary, no? Oh yeah. So then you want to get the salary means you want to do the job. I mean, at least the owner, the employer will translate it like this. But it is like this also. Things can be so simplified. I have myself done job and drawn salary, and I was a happy employee always, everywhere, throughout my life. No? Not like I have to do the job. So this is the thing. Nobody is stopping us, Anna. Nobody is really binding us. But somebody is binding me and I have to do that. This is the illusion in which our passion dies, or we feel it is not the right color of my Mercedes, brand new Mercedes that I wanted. If it could have been red, that would be nice. Because of some kind of internal engagement in which we are busy continuously, which is mostly misunderstandings. We don't want to be like this. Then that heart opens up. Heart opens up means you open up, being opens up. No? That what the hell? Why I have to continue believing that life is dull and it's the same old new year. It's the same old happy new year. No, it's not a same old happy new year. It's a brand new year. It's a brand new day. Brand new, absolute freshness, absolute newness. Why I also, on a lighter note, why I ask all of you to just sit and do nothing in satsang sometime, so that you can feel the freshness which is always there, always here, no? Because otherwise we are doing everything to not feel that freshness. And I say, don't do anything, please. Don't do anything to feel the freshness in satsang, because it's so obvious. You will just simply feel it. Just, you please don't do anything. It was for a little bit on a lighter note, but I think it is clear now. Thank you. Because who you are when not doing anything must be the same you who is doing anything now. Then you cannot You cannot do anything from the mind or anywhere else. You will do everything from the heart only, no? And you will just see that passion, that happiness arising out of you in everything. You will just feel so much more happy than you can contain, no? It's just a misunderstanding that who I am when I don't do anything is a spiritual being. Who I am now when I'm in the practical life is a practical being. No, you are the same being. You can experience that freshness, that purity, that innocence, that eternal uh, taste of my Lord, even when you are at work. You can. You can. The work is not stopping. Our subscription to the universal personhood club is what is stopping us. Let us learn to be an individual and out of being a person. And the personal club will not like it, remember, because then you will have the benefit of persons as much as you want, and you will not be, uh, you will not have any downside of being a person also. Why the collective will like it, no? So remember this also. You have to be very stable, determined that no, I have to attain this. You will be able to enjoy everything. And yet, no problem, no? Thank you. Very nice talking to you. Many in this way. Thank you, beloved. And Jogan, you also wrote, Happy New Year, blessings to all of us. Lord, thank you for all your grace. Thank you for the eyes to recognize your grace. Charan spurs and hugs, beloved Rajee. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you, thank you. Astha, you wrote, thank you, Anna, for the question, and thank you so much, Rajee, for such a beautiful and simple explanation on want versus have. This simple thing creates such a big shift and clarity on what living from the heart means. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. The fundamental have to and want to is not really about the tasks, that what task I want to do and what task I have to do. Rather, it is about being, that I want to be the being and I have to be the person. No, this is the fundamental thing. And you are free to choose to be the being, and nobody can compel you to be the person. I want to tell you this. Remind yourself that you have this freedom, that I want to be the being at any point of time, whole day, every day, everything I will do from the being only, and not from any other state of being, meaning not from the state of person. So you are free actually for that. Remember this. Because with both the states come different kind of experiencing of life. With the state of being, experiencing this life opens up doors for so many more blessings of the Lord, that we experience very deeply. First of all, the freshness of life, the excitement of life, and we start sensing the truth of who we are also, more and more deeply, more clearly. The meaning of life, like, what is going on here? All of that start becoming more and more clear to us. Thank you. Very nice. Ekta, you want to say something?
Namaste.
Namaste.
Happy New Year, beloved, and thank you, Anna, and even, Madhavi for opening up this new year with the topic of newness, and it is only appropriate to begin the new year with such an amazing topic. I don't know what else to say, beloved. It just feels so good to just see you, and it just feels as if I'm sitting right here in this space once again.
Thank you. Very nice to see you.
I don't know what to discuss. I'm just enjoying this whole just being in front of you and meeting you and
nice to see you too.
Thank you, beloved, for all your wishes. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I'm just so overwhelmed.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji. And those who are living as a person, they are doing their own business of expanding, trying to expand the personhood. Those who are not living as a person also have to, like all of us, have to do our business also. No? So we are doing our business also. No? Yeah. To expand or spread the non-personhood, no? The presence, the truth. No? Yeah. So very good, thank you. Very nice. Satyam, you want to say something?
First of all, Happy New Year. I'm audible? I'm
yeah.
audible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now yes.
Happy New Year to you and to all of who is present here. In the last talk, you were talking about the being and the person, and I realized that how much I make the life happenings or the circumstances, how much I make them responsible, that I cannot live as the being. And I feel still, little part of me is not convinced that it's not the circumstances. So, but I'm getting more and more to this, that I see it as not the life happenings, it's my decision or my determination maybe. And but still I feel like 10% I still think, no, it cannot be only me. So maybe you can say something about it.
Cannot be?
Still I'm not 100% convinced that it's not only about my decision. I think, life is going like this, now I have to do like this kind of things, or so I cannot be the being because of this, because of some life happenings. Like,
I can just share my version and it may help you. Let us try to understand the person state first of all, because without understanding that we cannot really see that why we do certain things and why we feel certain fears and why we feel certain concerns about our life. So person is a state in which first of all, you the being is not living your truth continuously. Continuously not living your truth. And during this time you have to make effort to continuously live as something else. That is the construct of ego. No? Like you need to maintain yourself continuously as somebody, which includes the story in which we live, the relations we have, the interactions we have with life and everybody. No? All of that is being maintained by us internally. And we are so busy in that we don't get chance to live who we are, the truth, the purity of being. No? And we don't have that natural wisdom and sense of strength also. So we are in a very weak state when we are living as a person already. And in the weak state, it's like weak or weak and addicted in a way, in a addicted state of the personhood. That many things we don't see which exist. Many things which exist, which we see don't exist really in life. But there's one catch here that has to be understood. The catch is that many things which don't exist in life and we see them is not just because we believe our seeing, but we believe our validation of others also. Because others also validate that yes, it is true. And we don't, until we wake up from the personhood to the truth of who we are, we don't notice that they are also living as a person. And they are just contributing to the pool of personhood, to that falsity of projections of onto life. So as a result, what happens is that we are left out with only two problems. One is what we can call convenience. Another is freedom. Convenience is to be part of the universal, personhood. Part of the universal personhood, there is a convenience. But we don't live the truth. We live the truth which collectively we live. But as you have started waking up now more, you have started sensing that no, I don't want to do like this, I don't want to live this. You are now going to see that most of the things that I am doing are either directly coming from that misunderstanding towards life, towards myself, or they are a side effect of some core misunderstanding. And I like to say here like this, that don't be in a hurry to change your life right now. Because that is the way of the person also, by the way. Because the person, how a soul is able to live in the personhood for so long? Have we thought about it? This is one of the key also. Because it keeps changing. It keeps changing its state, it keeps changing its circumstances, its relations and everything. It just keeps changing. So because of that, it keeps feeling that something is growing, something is changing, something is like a hope remains always. So I don't say that you try to change so much your circumstances and everything right now. That has been done enough by everyone, every person, collectively as a whole also. No, let us try to get out of personhood first. So life may continue the way it continues right now, for the time being only. While we invest more time in slipping out of the personhood into the truth of who we are. So first we live the truth of who we are, while we continue living life in the way of the person. Do you see what I am saying? Because our energy is very important right now for us. We have less energy right now. Because the person is a weak state. So we have very less energy anyway. So that less energy cannot be spent in trying to change life right now. It should be saved and used well to discover who we are only. More and more deeper, purer truth of who we are. That freshness of being. Once that settlement happens, it is going to work like a energetic magnetic pattern, like a pipe. It's going to drain so much more of our energy from the mind or personhood into the being by itself, more and more and more. Like sitting in meditation, sitting in satsang will become more and more easier and simpler and effective also. And then we will realize that a lot of my being was stuck in the thoughts and feelings. That's why I was feeling life in that way, the way I was feeling, the concerns I had, the fears I had. When that energy of myself got drained out of it or detached from it into my purity of being, I don't have those concerns and fears anymore. Now I find life to be much more simple and straightforward. Now I don't reject the facts of life so much. I find myself much more open, much more realistic, practical also, quite practical also, like this. So I would say like this. Are you able to is it on the same lines where you were saying?
I can very, very much understand what you are saying, and it's going totally direct in my, I don't know which understanding, but everything in me is telling, yeah, this is right. This is totally right, yeah. And it gives a more clear picture now also, not to be in a hurry and not to, okay, I don't feel comfortable now here, so I have to do something. And then this is so easily happening that you come in this way and then you are stuck again. And this is the way I don't want now. And this is very much resonating in me, what you are telling. Don't be in a hurry and don't try to change now and keep your energy for the being, if I can say like this. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. It's very good for me to hear this.
Oh, very nice, very nice. The reason why I say that we have very less energy and we should use it very wisely when we are living as a person and when we want to be out of it, is that this same energy is like a flexible energy, like a free energy for us. And this free energy basically decides our fate. It decides our destiny in a way. Because this same energy, if spent in the personal activities, is going to give much more strength to our personal life and personhood. And this same energy, when withdrawn, or same energy of ourself withdrawn from too much focusing on those things and invested in discovering and living the truth of who we are, breaks a new ground and creates a new possibility for us, like this. So this same energy has multiple benefits when it is spent in discovering who we are. So the habit will be to kind of get involved with the personal life too much. Like my chai has less sugar, okay, add some more sugar. And also feeling that personal emotionality, and that can suck a lot of our energy. And if we can be alert, we kind of filter it out. No, I don't want to be into this. Because I want to focus, can consume my energy into truth of who I am more. Because otherwise, if we keep doing like this, we will remain as a person. No? So this is why it is very important to spend as little energy as need to be in the practical life and interactions, and consuming all the energy into the dhyana and satsang. No? And some beautiful things also I want to share with you. As you will open up into your being more, you will be surprised at how simple it is. How whole life is so simple. First of all, the so-called ideas of the personhood, no, like the idea of the so-called idea of the free will, no, that a person has, is all absolutely false. We are one with life. Life has free will. We as individual don't. But we are life. So we also have free will up to some degree within that domain, within that limitation. No? But our free will is not outside of the free will or the will of God. No? It is within the will of God only. No? So the very real meanings of everything will be revealed in your heart so simply. You will know, oh my God, these things were so simply there in front of me all the time and I could not see them. Like the true knowledge will kind of descend on you like a rain continuously. You will be like, my God, everything was just right here. How could I not see this? Because you were not seeing from your being, that's why. Now, as you will sit in your being, you will see from your being. Sitting in your being is not like empty white space all the time. Dead or something. No, not at all. That is more maybe result of within a process, a experience or something. No, you are the same being who woke up this morning, who had a coffee and who is talking to me right now, same being. But now knowing more clearly who you are. So much beautiful things will open up slowly that you can just become more and more happy every day. But the cost has to be understood well. What is the cost of it? This clarity is very important. That what is the cost of it? Like how it happens. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. I was not so much troubled by personhood in my life, but when the clarity happens, you are so surprised that how things are so simple. And because of misunderstanding, I was living the very complicated, difficult version of everything. You see what I mean? So it's not that other people are making our life difficult only. They are also, because they are living as a person. But we are contributing to the difficulties of our life much more than anybody else. So it will become clear for you. Life will become very simple, but not ordinary in a way, or not like dim. No, high intensity existence. Like you just feel vibrating everywhere, everything of your body, mind, by that love of God inside you. Thank you. Very nice. God bless you. Jess, you want to say something?
Namaste Rajee, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone who has gathered here. Really, really appreciate you for so much, with so much love you keep offering us retreat. December, I think you were not sure if there will be, but still you did. Then now you are in Goa, then still, and even on New Year. So really, really blessed to be connected with you.
Same here actually. I'm equally excited to meet all of you. It is because of all of you that meetings happen like this, no? So we are kind of together in this, no? Yeah. It's not really an isolated thing, Not from my side at least.
I noticed something different. Every year I make some intention, you can call resolution or goal, New Year. So this year, I realized I have no goals. In fact, I was part of my job, I was helping people setting their goals, but I have no goals. And I realized I'm very joyful, peaceful, happy to flow with whatever life brings, and having a lot of trust, in the divine. Um, but I also noticed that part of it is a reluctance to really dive into some project or activity too much, because I want to give more energy and attention to self. And not that it is coming like a problem, but I just noticed that that's the reason why I don't have goals, or I don't want to think on those lines. So maybe if you have some comment to share on that.
Yes. It is a very genuine thing what you are saying, reluctance. Reluctance. Reluctance is like as if we have remained frozen for a long time, contracted for a long time, and now even when the open space is here, we are out of the cage, and still somehow we are feeling reluctant. Like, I don't know, is it okay to open up? Is it okay? I understand this. I feel generally I found two type of people. One who are overly compressed or suppressing themselves because of the misunderstanding that my accents or my expressions may disturb others, or others who damn care about it because my expression is more important than your comfort, no? And they just keep disturbing others continuously. No? But there is a third possibility, Ojas. That third possibility is connecting to the being that you are and getting guidance from there. How much is enough? How much is too much? And it happens. Like what happens is that when we connect to the being that we are, we actually, in the right way, connect to that life also. Then that connection with the life brings wisdom in our being. And very simply, that reluctance is simply gone in a way. Like we don't feel like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. Not like this, really. Not like this. No, that's false. That is again a personal idea. Like that same person which is contracted for a long time is desiring that how can I be free? No, no. It's like you have never come to the ocean, and you wish when I come to the ocean I will do this and do that, and then you come to the ocean, then you really do this and that, and you are troubled by it too much because you did the way things should not be done. No? Because if you disturb a person, they may ignore it. But if you disturb the ocean, it will not ignore it. No? It will not punish you. Its very way of being, its very way of flow is going to cause a big slap. No? So when we connect to the being, we connect to the wisdom, how life flows also. That ocean, this river. No? And somehow we do what is allowed to do in a way, like which may sometimes look like, oh my God, I'm doing too much. I may kind of spoil the ocean. I may disturb the ocean, and ocean will say, no, you will not. Go on. And there will be some time when you will feel like, no, it's okay to do it, and ocean will tell you, no, it's not okay. This life, this ocean of life will tell you, no, it's not okay. No. So that intuitive knowing or wisdom grows in us so naturally that when is the time to move, when is the time to wait, when is the time to move fast, when is the time to move slow, when is the time to move super slow, as if not moving, when is the time to not move at all. Because we are in sync with life, we start sensing that very simply. So this reluctance is a very fundamental thing that you are talking about. It's a very fundamental in the being. It's not something in the mind. No? That's why I feel I'm very touched by what you are saying. And I'm trying my best to, to express also in this direction. Because all the souls who are waking up, they feel this reluctance that, shall I open up or shall I still remain like this? And if you remain connected to your being, you will not even know when you will take off. You will take off. You will not even know, oh my God, I'm in the air already. Oh my God, how amazing. You will feel like, not like, oh, I have to do so much work. No, there is no need for that really. Nobody has to do so much work. Just learn how to be in the present, which includes remaining connected to who we are and appreciating life as it is, as much as we can. Starting with remaining present with the breath. This is going to drain most of our energy out of the mind, into our heart, into our being. Like just living our breathing, no? And of course, our connection to the mind and things like this, they will all play here. What is the point? What is this? What is going on? Why should I do this? But for those who have become mature enough, they have kind of finished their options in a way. Meaning not by going for all the options, but by seeing that they are useless or similar to each other. They are not going to give me some radical results anyway. No. Like this. So those who are wise, they don't really do everything in life. They just see people doing and they understand this is not what I want. So I don't need to do this. No? There is there is such an excitement of being connected to life, and excitement of moving or making a move from here. So amazing. Because you are 100% secured, connected to the source or at home all the time. You are never lost. You will never be lost. While you can enjoy the full life to the maximum depth of it and knowing everything to the maximum. So, if you try to open up as a person, life will close you down soon. Because you will go against life. Anybody who goes against life, life does not punish it. The very way of life, the law, the 𝘚 is going to punish it. Not punish it, but just going to bring it to its senses. No? That no, this is not allowed. But if you connect to your being more and more and act from here, it's just so amazing that you really feel like there is not much difference. I'm the same as I was before, but now you are not without a sense of existence. You feel your existence now. But also you are feeling much more light also in the head. Now you are going to feel life more, think less about it. No? Thinking when necessary in the practical life, of course. Like you will think how to. You will not so much think what to. Like what to do, you will feel. What to do, you will feel. How to do, you will adopt, learn, think from others. Like, I want to go to the beach, you will feel in the heart, or go to the beach or not. How to, you can find out how to book a ticket, how to, hire a taxi or anything. All of this will happen slowly. But I'm just trying to share some sort of a taste of it, not really the definition. There's no definition anybody can give to it. Just a taste of it through my different expressions. And none of them are really so accurate that they can be like complete in themselves in terms of expressing the truth, but maybe you will get some taste of it. Completion is, by the way, one of the taste of living from the being. Incompletion is the taste when we are living from the personhood. Whatever we do, even the best thing you have done in life, still it feels little bit incomplete in some way. So that incompletion experienced in the actions in the life are not connected to how life is. It is connected to the place. From here it is projected onto what we experience in life. And the same thing about living from the being. In the being you are always complete. Even the incomplete projects look so complete. Not look complete, they look incomplete, but still so completely incomplete. You know? So complete in their incompletion. Like the imperfection of life looks so perfect, perfectly imperfect. You know, this is the point I'm trying to make. Thank you, beloved. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajee. It's so perfect. Your sharing, your guidance, your blessings. I could feel them, and it's the very it's that very becoming light and relaxed and surrendering that has brought me to this state, and it will take me into maybe a burst of activity. So it's along with your guidance and blessings, of course. And some people ask like, what are your goals? And I say that nothing in particular, but it's not like I'm lazy or unwilling to do anything. When the right time comes, then I will put myself to it completely. So it's just, yeah, it's very different way of living. Just allowing the guidance to lead whenever it's ready.
It is very different way of living. In our training for work as meditation, we were given some experiment that we were given a book and a piece of bunch of papers and 5 minutes write down from this book from anywhere for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or something like this, and we wrote down 5 minutes and try to write as much as you can. So this was the challenge. So we were trying fast. Then that set was kept separately. Now the ring bells, ding, 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 like this. Okay, take a break. We were relaxed, meditating, and just chilling a little bit here. After a few minutes, okay, now another book, same book, another bunch of papers. Now this time, write from relaxed state of being. Not in a hurry to write as much as you can, but enjoy writing. And we wrote that for 5 minutes, another 5 minutes. And then when it was compared, it is a surprising thing. For most of the people, or probably all of the people, in the first attempt when we were trying to write so much more, we wrote less, we made much more mistakes, our handwriting was also not so good. When we were relaxed, we wrote more words, we wrote more, literally more words, more quantity, not just more beautiful. So what are we talking about? Is a person really able to produce more work in life? Not at all. It's just a nonsense that we have been living in. A being can produce much more work in life, not a person. Person is troubled all the time. Like when you have a nail in your shoe all the time, how far you can go in the walking? Do you really believe that? Versus when your shoe is good, your legs are healthy, and you are singing a song all the time, you will go so far, no? You see what I mean? So this is just a misunderstanding. We as a person who are troubled continuously are believing that no, I cannot, I have to be a person to do things in my life. No, you don't have to. You can do so much more as a being. So you are very right. But I don't support any misunderstandings also. In the spirituality we have so many misunderstandings. Like I will not do anything. Life does not stop. Either it goes in or it goes out. where your life is going, in the form of you, where life goes right now. Is it going in and exploring the truth of your source, or is it expressing? If it is not doing any of the two, that is what is being stuck. So I don't support misunderstandings in the spirituality, which we have many. Either you will be living a life, amazing life, outside, like doing something, or not doing anything, falling back into the source. Right, nice. Thank you. That's very good. Deepa, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee. A very happy new year from Rishikesh.
Happy New Year. How nice.
Happy new year to everyone. And thank you so much for making me come back. I was not here regularly for like 2-3 weeks. And then I was kind of missing you, missing your presence. And I was just, thoughts were running in my head, and I was like, what am I doing? Then suddenly, one satsang of Osho played, and it all got cleared. And here I am. Like, yes. So basically, he brought me back to you again.
Oh.
And yes, and the main highlight that have been for my last year is being in your presence. I am at a stage right now where I can leave anything and everything and just, go with the flow. Just need some of your, words to guide me through, because all I've understood is that nothing works according to me. I am nobody to intervene or interfere in God's will. So, yeah.
What you're saying again is something very practical, I feel. Like many genuine beings, mature beings, they feel like this, that I can do anything. It's just that it's not clear to me, like, what should I do now? We feel like this. I'm ready to leave everything if necessary, if it is the right thing to do. I'm ready to continue as life continues, if it is the right thing to do. But I don't know what is the right thing to do. No. But the right thing to do cannot be really borrowed from outside. This is the problem. That right thing to do comes from inside. Because try to understand, we are a seed of life. We are growing from inside to outside. And when we are growing from inside to outside, this is the right thing to do. This is the right thing happening. And within this right thing, many other things will take place also. And they will be the right things also, in a way. Because they will be serving the truth. So we cannot really know the answer of it from outside. That's why I feel that the best thing, like a measurement, like a key, like a checkpoint is, are you connected to yourself? If you are connected to your being, you will be joyful. You will be feeling secured. You will not feel fear. You will feel natural wisdom. Then even if the same life continues, you will not mind it. But if you are not feeling connected to your being, Even if you give up the whole life as it is, you will not feel happy. And there is a possibility that you remain connected to your being, feeling that security, that at home, sense of at home, joy, strength of your being, that may inspire you from inside to bring some changes in your life. And you will do that also, no? And they will be so seamless, like it will not be like a struggle. I do this, I don't do this. No, not like this. I kind of don't do this now. Have you seen a tree? A tree does not fight, get angry or annoyed by the different branches or the leaves. When time comes, let them go. Let some leaves go, then grow the new one. It's a very organic process. This is how life is, and this is how actually life has to be. Our life should be like this, as individual. We are continuously depending on how my life, daily life is today. Based on that, how I should feel today inside me. It has to be the exact opposite actually. That my truth is who I am. My taste is my joy. And this is going to decide how my day will be today. Not any outside circumstances. I will bring the freshness and joy to the table every time. Everything else can be added to it. So the base of the pizza will be always yours. So this is my point of view about it. That living the life to the maximum is just amazing. Like why we should limit in any way. But if you, the one who is tasting life, if your digestion is not healthy, then you won't be able to digest anything you eat. And it's going to, even if very exciting for some days, ultimately it's going to be a horrible experience. That's what happens to a person. A person tries to fill its mouth with everything, like eat this, but it doesn't have digestion, where it can digest really the experiences of life. So it starts throwing up and everything. Why we need to do detoxing so much when we live as a person? Because it keeps filling but it doesn't have a digestion. Being, however, has that digestion. It can digest. Or it eats appropriately always anyway, which it can digest. No? So that's why person state is not really the right state. And I'm talking about living life right now. I'm not talking about going home. No, not going home. Living here, right here in the body, in the practical life. I'm talking about that. No. So person is not the way. Person is like I don't know. We don't know why we are doing anything. We don't know what we are doing. Everybody is talking about problems in the personal domain. Almost nobody is talking about solutions. And even if they are solutions, they are not really lasting solutions. No? You see what I'm saying? Meaning in terms of removing the suffering or any basic fundamental restlessness or imbalances. It is not able to handle that in life, no? Small problems it is able to solve. But fundamental, no. May I share with you that person initially was a excited state of the being, then the being forgot to return to its calm and peaceful state. Then it moved from that excited state of the being to another excited state of the being to another excited state of the being. Then it became like imprisonment for it. Now it is not excited state of the being, now it is restless state of the being. So person is the restless state of the being in which the problem is that it is bound to it. That I don't know how to get out of it into my natural, calm, peaceful, healthy state of being where I feel nourished by my own existence. Now from this restless state of the being, what you can expect? You know? We are just imagining, like a child, you got excited for something, then you forgot to return to your natural state of being. after that. And then you kept moving from one to another, excitement. Then the excitement had to become bigger scale also. Scale had to make bigger also, because the smaller scale toys were not able to excite you anymore, no? It is like drinking coffee. That you drink coffee, it bursts something like a burst of energy, followed by a crash, which needs to be repaired by another coffee now. You know what I mean? Like that. This is what is happening to a person now. So thank you. That's all I could say. Do you feel that you can connect to it?
Yeah, I am able to connect, and you are saying all the right things which are required in my current state of being. I love alone time a lot. Like, I don't feel like going out. But when I step out, I try to be calm, not thinking much, just be in the moment. But then there are times where, there are certain parts of the year where you have certain habits which resurfaces in your life back again and again, testing you. That phase happens, and then that pulls you down in a way, and then you just stand up and say, I am being foolish, repeating the same cycles. So I have to get out of it. And then you move yourself out of it slowly, gradually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yes.
I have to be a warrior at the end of the day.
But remember, you don't have to compete with anybody else. Your competition is with yourself only. You can be defeated only by yourself, and you can take support of yourself to win also. To win over yourself. Take help of yourself to win over yourself. Take help of your true self to win over your false self. No? Yeah, it's true. This is the dividedness in which we are as a person. That we are imprisoned in the false self and don't know where is the true self from which I can take help.
Yeah, so true. And for that, you have to be in the center.
Yes.
Otherwise, even if you move towards either of the side, you miss the point. You will not be able to figure out.
Yes.
A few days ago, I wrote something. May I?
Yeah, sure. Your connection doesn't seem so good, but you are very welcome.
Am I audible properly now?
As I said, your connection is breaking and now and then. So, but you are very welcome. Please go ahead.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Why is freedom getting out of a cage? Who are we ever wandered like a sage? Wrapped in self-constructed obstacles. I feel hard at times because it's a lot to tackle. Why are we running away from peace? Is it the chaos that gives it grease? Who am I searching all alone? Still searching all alone. At times I step into the reality beyond. Fascinated by the potential of a conscious being. I would love to follow this journey it all along. Still looking for depth to surround. As I can't step out, feels magic to be all around. How God comes and touches you is such a mystery, better known by those who lives in his trajectory. I am a soldier on my battlefield called life. This time there is no option but to thrive. I am grateful to be guided by the divine light. In the presence, I feel everything is right.
Oh, it's nice, no? I feel it's a beautiful expression, no?
I tried.
All the expressions have some purpose. Only the expressions like this, I feel, where they are coming from some certain centeredness, calmness, no? They have that purpose of just expressing that calmness and, centeredness, which is the most beautiful thing, I feel. Like you have no need to express, and yet when you express, no, that's very beautiful. Yeah, that kind of light. It feels light. It feels very light. It doesn't have that kind of heaviness. No, it's nice. I felt nice.
Thank you so much. And thank you for all the love. It's, I can't express it in words.
Our love is of the being for the being, which is a very beautiful thing. But it has very specific purpose also. It is not for general purpose of the person, no. It is not for the personal purposes. Like, under it is written, not for personal use. It is for discovering who we are. It is to support who we are when we are discovering, coming home. Anybody who would use it for going out is like taking fire in the water bottle, believing that I'm going to drink it and we will feel my thirst will be quenched there when I need it. No? Because this love is fire for the person. This love is water, like nectar for the being that you are when coming home. You will need it sometime, and it will help you there for some time. When you feel lost, when you feel little weak, when you feel some support also. It is part of the will of God. It is within that plan of God only. But thank you for appreciating.
Thank
Uma, you want to say something?
Prana, I have a request on this first day of New Year.
Yeah.
Can we hear Song of the Heart from you?
Okay.
Thank you.
It is part of that what I said in the beginning. This is what my heart is saying. I asked my heart also in the beginning that what do I wish in the beginning of the year? Not for me anymore now, but for others. No. So what do I wish? So this is part of that. No. I feel that still my heart has this desire, and that for others, that our prayer to the Lord, that every one of you start allowing yourself to come in sync with the existence, with the wisdom, and allow yourself to be guided from within, so that you can live a full life, much more fuller life, much more life, much more alive life. Personhood is against living, not the being. It is not the being, it is not the existence which is against living. Our being, I am, is all for living, but really living, not just struggling. So our sense of existence is for actually experiencing. Personhood is all about suffering the experiencing. It is like learning new ways how to suffer my experience of life. No. Person is like learning new ways every day how to suffer my experience of life today in a new way. No. So this is the feeling I have, that all of you, everyone, somehow allow themselves to be guided. Let themselves become little more open, so that they start opening up and growing up also. Because mostly people are not growing up, they are just growing old, no? We grow up only when we are in sync with the existential flow, when we are more and more one with life. Not that we are not one with life at any point of time, but we are trying not to remain one with life. That effort that we are making as a person, as an individual, is what has to stop. And for that, my prayer to everyone, to my Lord, for everyone, that if somehow you can relax a little more in the ground of your being, which is the truth of the Lord inside us, you will start coming in sync with the existence, with the reality, and your wisdom will start waking up to more know, understand what to do, what not to do, when to do what, you know. But the experience of life will be joyful only. We will not suffer experiencing. Now we will even enjoy the experience of pain. Because ultimately it is made of the same material called life. And life tastes only joyful, regardless of what form, what shape in which it comes to us. No? So Umar, this is this is what my heart is singing right now. Because I feel so much more can be lived, and we are almost not at all living. So much more can be known, and we are almost not at all knowing. So my heart is saying like this to you and to everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anna, you want to say something?
Thank you, Ji, for this joyful New Year's Day. This New Year's Day, and this new newness which you started the Satsang with. I'm feeling a quality of energy which is permeating everything, and it's like for the whole of the last month, sometimes actual sleep may be sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 5 hours, and yet so much could be done. And it's not that energetic kind of energy. It's just a smooth, like, I understand what you say is simple, and I understand what you say is clear, because there's no wastage of time, energy, resource, space, anything. One thing can only follow the next thing, and there is only that one thing.
How wonderful. How wonderful.
There's nothing else. Thank you, Ji.
How amazing to hear this, from you, that this is the way of the being. Actually, it does so many things at the same time. Like, it just does not waste anything at all. This is the power and wisdom of oneness of being. It doesn't think about a particular thing at a time. It thinks about everything at the same time. Or can we say it doesn't think about anything at all while thinking about everything at all at the same time? That's why you might have noticed that for a person state, it will be difficult to plug into your way of working, way of flow, because it's so different. A person's way is so different. Yeah. It wants a certain start, certain end, and certain middle and steps and things like that. Yeah. Anna, we have in some way totally forgotten why exactly we are living, for what, why we are doing anything and everything in life. We have just completely forgotten in the busyness of life that in the first place we are living everything to be joyful, to be peaceful, to be happy. No. And if we are not happy, peaceful, joyful, then why we should continue doing that thing? No? And surprisingly, when we are coming home to the truth of who we are and living the joyfulness of our own being, the best life comes out of us. We live the best life possible, no? It may not be the life we thought it would be. It may not be the life we thought, imagined that it would be. But nevertheless, it is the best life. In Osho ashram, I joined this, some program was there where one of the coordinators said that to me or to everyone, they said that you will not get here, you will not get what you want, but you will get much more. So do we have that flexibility to appreciate that much more which we did not want and we were given? Mostly we don't, as a person. No, what about, like, whole existence is given to us, but what about that which I wanted? That strictness or how to say, rigidness of our preferences does not let us appreciate what is given to us at any point of time. No. Also. So in this true state of being, what we wanted is not given to us, because that was actually a way to be unhappy. Again, if we were given what we wanted, we will be back to hell of a person, no? No, that's why we are not given what we wanted. We are given what is right for us. What is in continuation with our being. What will fit well with the present state of our being, no? Because now the declaration has happened in you that I want to live as my being now, regardless of what happens in my life. So now life has to be rearranged accordingly, no? Now there are some high intensity tasks where it doesn't matter whether you live as yourself or not, but the accuracy of the task is important. Cannot be given to you now. It will be given to some other people who damn care about living as the being. They more care about the accuracy of the task, or they have that kind of restlessness in them that has to be has to be, spent in some way also. It's very nice, thank you.
Deep gratitude, deep gratitude.
It's just my joy to see you and others also that life has started opening up, from inside. Just so joyful for me to see this. It's a real thing. It's not an imagination. And this life growing from inside is going to remove all the forest of the mind, which was never real, by the way. And going to bring back that oasis which we are supposed to live really, we are going to live now. But this time it will be really your life and not your life at the same time. It will be very, very own life. You will say that it's no interference of any other person, and yet you will say, I don't own it. It's not mine. It's not mine. Like extremely individualized life. And yet you will feel, no, it doesn't belong to me, because I belong to the Lord. So it belongs to the Lord also. You know what I mean? We have a misunderstanding that if I give up myself to the Lord or to my own truth, then my individual life will be lost. No, right now we have no individual life. It's a joke that we believe that we have individual life. What individual life we are talking about as a person? Who has individual life as a person? Every individual activity is mixed with other individuals. What individual life we are talking about? No, only as a being you will first time can have actual individual life. Thank you. Very, very good. Very, very good. Nishan, so how? You want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste ji.
I took a chance to. Sorry, there's very bad network at my end, so I don't know if you were able to hear me.
I am able to hear well.
Properly or not. Okay. First of all, Happy New Year to you and to everybody.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Thank you for bringing this joy and excitement in me. I was looking forward to this meeting, from last few days, and I remember like last night also, I switched off my phone quite early and told everybody that don't wake me up at middle of the night to wish me. I was looking forward to this meeting.
So, not knowingly, but unknowingly, I also did the same. I also switched off my phone. No? Maybe to connect with all of you who are waiting for me. Very beautiful, beloved. Thank you. But I was also excited. I was also waiting for this meeting. It's a very special meeting for me every time. Very nice. Please continue.
I don't know if time allows me to share something which you shared in the beginning, and time allows me to share a funny story about I shall be done. So like you spoke about that. I thought my plan. I mean, I thought I'll be in Goa. I was in Goa, and I thought I'll be there with you. And I shall be done. How it happened was that right now I'm in Kerala, and I it was not part of my plan, and I was staying at Shanto's place, and he was traveling, and I was, and I had to go back, and his house is surrounded by, like all big trees, and it's in the middle of jungle. And I was sitting with him. He's been telling me to, join him, and I said, no, I'm here, and I didn't know your exactly what's your plan with, when I'll be able to meet you. And I was sitting with him, and next day morning he had a flight to catch, and suddenly I see a snake. It was a window very, very close to me, and of course he also got up, and I'm seeing a snake after, like, I must be a little child, and suddenly I saw a snake. And suddenly I said, you know what, I am not staying alone in this house. I'm joining you in Kerala for sure. So on a lighter note, it's like, this was not part of my plan that I'll be in Kerala for a detox, and you were just mentioning about detoxing. So we came here, and I could, see that it is actually a blessing how things have just unfolded, and I look forward if I can, be there also with you in person.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Come detoxed, pre-detoxed, already come, no? That would be so nice. You will be able to connect so much. One thing, by the way, it is not a joke only. Long time back, one of my friends first time went to Kerala. We were meditators. We used to meditate, and she did this panch karma of 5 weeks, I think. 5 weeks, like 1 week, 1 karma, like this panch karma, 5 weeks, and she lost a little bit of weight also, and she was looking like a child, like so pure, so pure. And she said something very interesting. She said that actually, when I was sitting in white robe, and also when I was sitting in, just sitting, in the samadhi also, I actually first time felt what it means to sit like until now I did not sit really, she said like this, like all this detoxing has done such a effect, like it opened up her inner wisdom in a way, up to some degree, that, this is what it means to just sit and just be here. So it is something nice also. Go ahead. It is also in service to that, no?
I've been just thanking the snake for bringing me here, actually. So yeah.
Thank you. It's very nice. I mean, the only thing that we have to do is that we don't lose track. We remain on track in some way. Rest, the boat of this moment is taking everyone home. Boat of this moment is taking everyone home. And also it is providing all the beverages, all the, snacks and breakfast, and the best view, also best view of the ocean also. Ocean of life, no? Best view of the ocean of life is also there from this boat of present moment. No? Just don't fall out of it. Remain in the boat. You will be provided everything. No? And of course, it is going to take you home also. Thank you. Very good. Very good. God bless you. So it's very, very nice. There's one message also, 1 or 2 messages also. Let me read them. Dharma, you wrote, dearest Rajee, I must leave now, but thank you very much for starting my new year on this auspicious note of directing my attention into its right place, the heart. I wish you and everyone a truly blessed and joyful 2025. Love, Dharma. Thank you, beloved. Wish you the same. Very, very nice. Because this place of heart or place of being is that right place from where not only we have the right view, right actions coming out of us also, but we have the right strength also in a way. Right strength is needed to digest the life also that we eat, no? That we meet, that we live. Then we don't have a upset stomach now. And we will not be overeating also because of the same thing, when our stomach is healthy, it guides us also that not to do the overeating. It's a strange thing really. So when you are in a healthy state of being, you are guided from here also not to do overeating in terms of living too much thing, too many things, but more appropriately, calm, peaceful, joyfully, leisurely living what is given, and digesting it well. Very nicely. Very good. Thank you. Ekta, you also wrote, beloved and 𝘬𝘢𝘳𝘬𝘦 team, thank you so much for this magic. This is our magic of our togetherness, magic of our will also, desire also in a way, intention also. And above all, it is the magic of my Lord. When beings like us are together, become together, He always showers the rain of His grace. What is bringing the magic here? No, we cannot individually really bring this magic, but He can. When we are ready, we are saying no. We are interested. And we are continuously for some time, for a few minutes, for 1 or 2 hours, we are just not going anywhere in the mind. We are just staying here. It attracts the grace. Our intention, our dedication, our devotion to attracts the grace. This is that magic I feel. Have you not noticed that when we are in satsang, we start talking more accurately, more deep sharings, insightful things start coming out of us like this. Because of that, we attract the higher power inside us also. Just try not to employ it for the personal use. That's all. Try not to use it for personal purposes. This is the thing. Because it is a mismatch for the personal use. Not that it is something harmful or useful, just a mismatch. Where the person state is not ready to digest this, cannot digest this. It's going to be a mismatch, like this. Thank you. So very, very good. Once again, very, very happy to meet all of you on this first day of this year. It just feels so nice to meet all of you. I have shared everything, my being, my joy, my truth with all of you, my love with all of you. May always God bless you. Thank you.